not to do either of these things, inasmuch as Orestes would be sure to take his revenge when he grew up and wanted to return home. Mercury told him this in all good will, but he would not listen, and now he is paid for everything in full. Then Minerva said, "Father, son of Saturn, king of kings, it served Aegisthus right, and so it would anyone else who does as he did. But Aegisthus is neither here nor there. It is for Ulysses that my heart bleeds when I think of his sufferings in that lonely sea-girl island, far away, poor man, from all of his friends. It is an island covered with forest, in the very middle of the sea, and a goddess lives there, daughter of the magician Atlas, who looks after the bottom of the ocean, and carries the great columns that keep heaven and earth asunder." How are we so far? This daughter of Atlas got a hold of poor unhappy Ulysses, and keeps trying by every kind of blandishment to make him forget his home, so that he is tired of life, and thinks of nothing but how he may once more see the smoke of his own chimney. You, sir, take no heed of this, and yet when Ulysses was before Troy, did he not propitiate you with many a burnt sacrifice? Why then should you keep on being so angry with him? Honestly, that's facts, though. I agree. Alright. Let's keep going. And Jove said, "My child, what are you talking about? How can I forget Ulysses, than whom there is no more capable man on earth, no more liberal in his offerings to the immortal gods that live in heaven? Bear in mind, however, that Neptune is still furious with Ulysses for having blinded the eye of Polyphemus, king of Cyclops. Polyphemus is son to Neptune by the nymph Tusa, daughter to the sea king Phorcys. Therefore, though he will not kill Ulysses outright, he torments him by preventing him from going home. Still, let us lay our heads together and see how we can help him to return. Neptune will then be pacified, for if we are all of a mind, he can hardly stand out against us." And Minerva said, "Father, son of Saturn, king of kings, that if then the gods now mean that Ulysses should get home, we should first send Mercury to the Ogygian island to tell Calypso that we have made up our minds and that he is to return. In the meantime, I will go to Ithaca to put heart into Ulysses' son Telemachus. I will embolden him to carry the Achaeans in assembly and speak out to the suitors of his mother Penelope, who persisted eating up any number of his sheep and oxen. I will also conduct him to Sparta and to Pylos, to see if he can hear anything about the return of his dear father, for this will make people speak well of him." How are you feeling so far? Bergy's still setting up this other stream, so... Okay. So saying, she bound on her girdling golden sandals, imperishable, with which she can fly like the wind over land or sea. She grasps the redoubtable bronze-shod spear, so stout and sturdy and strong, wherewith she quells the ranks of heroes who have displeased her, and down she darted from the topmost summits of Olympus, whereon forthwith she was in Ithaca, at the gateway of Ulysses' house, disguised as a visitor, Mentes, chief of the Taphians, and she held a bronze spear in her hand. There she found the lordly suitors seated on hides of the oxen which they had killed and eaten, and playing draughts in front of the house. Men servants and pages were bustling about to wait upon them, some mixing wine with water in the mixing bowls, some cleaning down the tables with wet sponges and laying them out again, and some cutting up great quantities of meat. Telemachus saw her long before anyone else did. He was sitting moodily among the suitors, thinking about his brave father, and how he would send them flying out of the house, if he were to come to his own again and be honored as in days gone by. Thus brooding as he sat among them, he caught sight of Minerva and went straight to the gate, for he was vexed that a stranger should be kept waiting for admittance. He took her right hand in his own and bade her give him her spear. "Welcome," said he, "to our house, and when you have partaken of food you shall tell us what you have come for." He led the way as he spoke, and Minerva followed him. When they were within, he took her spear and set it in spear stand against a strong bearing post, along with many other spears of his unhappy father, and he conducted her to a richly decorated seat under which he threw a cloth of damask. There was a footstool also for her feet, and he set another seat near her for himself, away from the suitors, that she might not be annoyed while eating by their noise and insolence, and that he might ask further freely about his father. How far into book one am I so far? This is like I'm like 1/3 through. This isn't bad. Okay. A maid servant then brought them water in a beautiful golden ewer and poured it into a silver basin for them to wash their hands. And she drew a clean table beside them. An upper servant brought them bread and offered them good things of what there was in the house. The carver fetched them plates of all manner of meats and set cups of gold by their side. And a manservant brought them wine and poured it out for them. Then the suitors came in and took their places on the benches and seats. Forthwith men servants poured water over their heads, maids went round with the bread baskets, pages filled the mixing bowls with wine and water, and they laid their hands upon the good thing that they were before him. As soon as they had enough to eat and drink, they wanted music and dancing, which are the crowning embellishments of a banquet. Awesome. Thank you. That's my cue. Alright, we'll be back soon.
All right. Let's thank Colin. Let's thank Colin for all of that. Oh no, we're back online. Can everyone hear everybody? Boys, girls, say something. That's you.
What's up, everyone? I can keep reading if you, but I don't think that's ideal.
All right. Just me now. Oh my god. There's no way. They can definitely. Okay, wait, no. They'll be able to hear you. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Can you hear him now? You can hear. Come on. Tell me you can hear. Tell me that you can hear, please. Please. Kenny, say something.
Hey.
Duke!
Someone just confirmed that we can hear everyone, and then I'm going to start to do stuff. Okay, great. This is the best news. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Scales Live. It's a little late. It's 9:13 Eastern Standard Time. We're supposed to start at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, but some people aren't quite as competent as I am.
All right, you know what?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to not be that competent. You'd have to be so brilliant in order to figure out this. But really, technology is scary. Technology is tough. And if one thing is consistent, is that our man Louis Seda is amazing. So we're going to start off the stream with a classic, an old favorite of ours, as I continue to download everything that we needed to download. This is a true legend in the Scales podcast realm. This is Louis Seda. This is his Virginia States freestyle. And,
I've not actually seen this one.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Well, now you're done. You've seen it. That's it. It's over. That's it. You did it. You saw it. See, now, not only are we all learning, but we're all having fun. We're all having fun and we're all learning. And that's all you're looking for. So, let's get on to what's really important here, which is figuring out my whole life. So we're going to open up this folder. This folder that I have here on my desktop contains all of the videos that you guys wanted to see this week. Except for the people who are going to ask us as we do the stream. And to you guys today, I'm sorry, but we're going straight for the jugular. I don't even know what this video is. I'm just gonna click on it. I'm gonna play it. And that's the way today's going. That's the way I feel today. How's everyone else feeling today?
Me personally, I'm exhausted.
So, yeah, I mean, to read half of the Odyssey.
Yeah, I read half of the Odyssey.
Half of it?
In 10 minutes.
10 minutes, half of the Odyssey.
Maybe if yo-yo doesn't work out for you, Colin, you can go into like a speed reading.
Or audiobooks, hopefully.
Yeah, audiobooks.
Audiobooks. I like it.
I feel awesome. KU's in the Final Four.
Alright, let's start it off. We got something here. Let's see how big it comes onto the screen. Let's see what more mistakes we can make. But the key is, everybody, that we're doing it together. We're making mistakes together, and then we're going to learn from our mistakes. Maybe not next time, maybe not the time after that, but at some point, we're going to learn.
Wow. That was inspirational.
Yeah, I know, and then this happens. I was hoping for like a real triumph here. That is not the thing that I wanted to do.
Cool. It's a cool setting.
There we go. There it is. This man looks skilled. This man looks like he's of the art discipline. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
No.
Like he looks like he's from the Tyler Viennu inspired, Jensen inspired, Chuck inspired crowd. Now, is that just because he's in the woods? Maybe. But I also think it's the regen style.
Good flow for sure.
Yeah, it's the flow.
Like the woodland setting.
I like
really
it. I like it.
Yeah, a staple for good yo-yo videos.
Yeah, that or a brick wall. Those are the two keys to making a good video. I like this. I don't have the name here of who this is, but big ups to him.
Yeah, I also agree.
What else we got here? We got our man Jax. Jax submitted a new one today. This is some real competitive stuff right here. Kenny, what are your thoughts on this trick?
It's cool.
How cool?
Like 8 out of 10 cool.
This is actually really good. This is like a play on the classic, the current laceration combo that most people do, and I think it's a really nice start. Like, it looks inspired by other people, but I've never seen anyone do this one specifically. Definitely not with that rejection right there. And then
The ending's really cool too, I think.
yeah, it's all solid stuff.
Unique like stringing together of like some of those classic.
Yeah, this is the type of thing that I really enjoy watching because I see like where it starts, like I see where the thought process starts and ends. Like I see that each thing is like really thought out. It's not just like thing after thing. It seems really optimized.
Yeah, and what I like about this trick is that the front throw actually has some purpose, because that first rejection he does, I don't think is really possible with a normal throw.
Yeah, it's not.
And this is Jackson, and he's from Kansas.
Ooh, Kansas boys.
Kansas.
At,
What do they have in
United
Kansas?
Yo-Yo contest.
Every time I hear Kansas, I think KFC, and then I'm like, oh wait, that's
Yeah, no,
Kentucky.
we have good barbecue, dude.
Oh, I like barbecue. That's like pulling on my heartstrings right there, man. What else we got over here? What else we got?
Nice one from Jackson.
Yeah, thanks for sending it in. Sorry if you feel like I'm rushing through, but ooh, what is this? This is big. I'm gonna make this smaller. Is this supposed to be?
This is from Tony.
Is this
a new
supposed?
Tony video.
Wait, is this?
It's supposed to be like this, yeah. He posted it like this.
This is Tony the Tiger, Tony Shet.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger.
That's the only Tony I know, and then like Tony Pepperoni, which I don't think is a real guy. It's just something I say.
I don't think that's a real guy.
So
This is a crazy fucking video.
I'm sure someone's name is Tony Pepperoni though.
Yeah, if you're not aware, Tony is my favorite European yo-yoer. Just in terms of the way that he yo-yos.
I think he's the most talented European yo-yo.
Wow, those are strong words right there. I'm gonna go up to some of the other European yo-yoers and use Google Translate and then tell them that not only to their face but in their native language.
Hey, how do you say happy birthday in Polish?
I don't even want. I feel like if I like pretended to know that it would be like super racist anyway.
Yeah. So.
But man, this kind of reminds me of the way that yo-yoing looks under blacklight. I wonder how he got this effect. Do you think this is just like a straight up effect?
It's just inverse, I think.
Yeah, is purple the opposite of yellow?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what they say? Once you reverse yellow, it turns purple.
Oh, I've heard that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I hear that very often. So, let's move on. What's next?
This is kind of...
This one is titled "Don't Skip to 3:15," and it's coming to a screen that is directly in front of you at some point within the next 20 seconds. There we go.
The whole range there.
Whoa, that's a slack if I've ever seen a slack.
Oh, this video is crazy because it has like a lot of tricks, right? Isn't this like a 3 or 4 minute long video?
Here we go. Let's talk about it. Man. First off, geometry was not my strong suit, but I can recognize those as a lot of triangles right there.
Oh.
It's cool.
So, with something like that, with this video, right? I think that I feel like the trick circle format is almost better than this, because like for just like singular tricks all in the same place, because this would be like 6 months worth of content.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rather than being one video. But is that only because I'm thinking of it in content? Am I brainwashed?
Well, no, I can agree though. Or, I mean, I don't know. It's
I feel like it lets you
define.
digest it trick by trick more easily. But
Yeah.
this is a cool front style.
I kind of like this format personally.
Yeah, I do too. Like the purist in me likes this format, but like.
Well, if someone had posted all of these tricks, you'd be more likely to see all of someone's tricks through one video than like trying to remember like
That's
16
true.
or something.
Well, that trick was really cool.
The triangle.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Now I'm seeing all of this man's tricks.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen all of these tricks if you went through his Instagram, probably, or if he had posted all of them.
This is a lot.
Yeah, the fact that you said don't skip to 3:15 is a good sign that there's a lot of tricks.
All these are all like really cool too.
Yeah, I like all of these.
This guy has a really cool style.
I'm digging it. I've never seen him yo-yo before.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the like Russian style of yo-yoing. It's like all like flow based, but.
Is this Jake Trookman?
Yeah, it is.
This is the
Jake.
This is the Jake Trookman?
one of our most loyal.
Honestly, the way
viewers.
the way that he writes in our chat, I did not expect him to be really good. I'm gonna be just straight up with you.
Whoa.
If I'm like, is the audio working? And it's working, he'll respond. He'll go, no. He'll go, it's not working, and then like it ruins everything for me. I'm almost mad. I'm almost upset that I've been giving him so many compliments right now. And how do I know when this video ends? Because
Turn this off.
Jake, these tricks are insane, dude.
these are really good. What just happened? This is the man that just trolls me on the. Jeez.
Is it over? Is
Oh
it
my
over?
God. Yeah, I think it's over.
So I've talked to. So I've.
Oh, he
met
says
Jake-
wait. He's saying wait. He's saying wait.
He's saying wait. He's saying. Okay. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I like that. It was also a satire on.
Ooh. Sam Bergy owns.
There you go, revealed.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay, so I guess we can
Sam
just tell
Bergy.
everyone that we're gonna do an interview with Sam Bergy about SFs very soon.
Yeah.
Who's next up on the interview list?
Did I just play the same thing? Oh, this is Tony again. Sorry, guys.
Um,
At least I feel good because at least they're seeing something. This is let's do Mika or Micah.
Micah.
Who cares? Whatever.
Jake for sending us a great video.
So he's been sending us videos. So did you record these all on the same day, I wonder?
Oh, what's this?
Alright, now I'm focusing on the trick.
Just one trick. Okay, cool.
Not bad.
Yeah, cool trick.
What would you do to change this trick? Like what would you say is the weakest link about this trick, and what would you say is the best part?
Is that I like how it's kind of it's like thematic in that if you like watch the trick, all of like the moves that he makes, like all the rolls, go sort of to the right,
I also noticed that.
and it's all like kind of like moving like in that direction throughout the entire trick. So it kind of gives the trick like a coherent feel.
I think.
So I don't know if that's like good or bad, but I kind of like it personally.
I think for me the weak part about it is kind of the ending. It takes a to it just like a double green triangle or something.
Yeah.
I think you could probably make a better use with whatever you do before that slack that just lands on your thumb again.
It seems to me that like structurally all of the tricks that he makes are really good, but the biggest thing that I would like comment on all of these tricks that he's been sending in is just that like the mounts that you end up in are always just like like some of the standard mounts. I think if you really try like stretching a little bit harder, that you'll end up with better results. Because the only thing that the final mount really does at the end of the day is make the trick more memorable. Because the only thing about these tricks is that they're all somewhat forgettable because there's nothing that is super, super new. Like the things that stand out to me in this trick are like the little suicide thing and this slack over here.
Yeah.
But overall, once again, good yo-yoing, and we're just trying to figure out ways that we can make it better. Sometimes it's hard when the person, like, the better the person is, the harder it is to give good advice.
I would try and do something with that like slack element just before the dismount at the end.
Yeah, that's also. But this
Like a really
once.
cool mount and like don't really do anything from there.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to play a couple more of these submissions, and then we're going to move on to Eastern Japan. So let's see what we got next. This is Shawn. See, this is another person who has this, like, really Tyler Viennu art sort of inspired style, it seems like.
I think Tyler and Ilya both with both of their art videos really kind of um made people think that this is the way to yo-yo for 2018, and I'm for it. I have a few inspired by those movements as well.
Yeah, I find that like I've been playing a little more responsive lately after talking to Chuck a bit. He got me going on that. And once you start doing that, a lot of your movements and the pacing becomes really similar to Tyler just
Yeah.
by the fact that when you're using a responsive yo-yo, you can't let the yo-yo sit for any time, so it just has to keep going. There's no time to just like let it sort of ride
Right.
out. Like if you do a hop, you
Yeah.
can't let it fall down. You have to pull and like have everything taut all the time. And you can see
Mhm.
here like the like motions and the style is really similar.
Yeah,
It lends itself like it's hard for us to critique the trick because it's so flow based, and I feel like that's not any of our expertise.
right. I think the thing with flow and this trick accomplishes it is that when you're doing an element, you're already loading up the next element that you do.
Yeah, it's just like this is just technically really good yo-yoing. I'm a
Yeah.
fan. I like it. Great trick.
Yeah, I really like all like the jerky movements in the trick.
Especially the second half of the trick. The more technical part is awesome. Yeah, great trick.
Personally.
All right, I think we got two more before we move on to Eastern Japan. So I'll just leave it this big, whatever. It's not a hot dog, but it is a
So-
ham dog.
Hamdog.
There he is. The man of the hour.
I always after that video of that kid doing with glass or anything fragile behind people yelling like
Wait, what
this.
happened?
This is such an old video.
Someone
Just
shattered
this-
some glass?
Yeah, an oven.
Yeah.
This kid was doing horizontal on the ground and he threw the yo-yo and the oven just shattered behind him.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
No, I remember this kid. Yo,
He probably
this is him.
he probably
Oh my
quit
God.
because his
He
mom
definitely
his mom was like, "Hey, that's enough of this. Like, this is not worth it for you at all."
I watched these guys' tricks when they came out on Yo-Yo Expert, man.
Like we don't see a future in it. Like if you
This
we
is-
bought
this
this $200 yo-yo for you, and then you destroyed our $2,000 oven. And now we have to get it reinstalled. It's gonna be $2,500. I think that it would be best if you would stop.
this yo-yo stuff isn't feasible for us anymore.
Okay, so let me watch this trick. This is good. Let's see. Yeah, so be careful around the glass. That's my first piece of advice.
I think you can skip the first 1.5 mount entry and just straight into the second one.
Yeah.
Or like just start with the second one. Like just start with that. Or maybe just do the cross armed one first and then do the hop perhaps. But I don't think you need to do both of the first two.
Yeah, you don't need to do the first part. Just go straight into the 1.5. And then the other thing would be try to move like 3 feet away more from the glass when you do a regen. But overall, pretty good. Always making improvements, Hamdog. Never give up
Well,
unless
glass houses should not yo-yo.
never give up unless you break more than $2,000 worth of glass. And other miscellaneous china. This is our man over here, BlaMin.
Oh.
See, whoa. He always has like surprisingly really good tricks. like
What?
he'll just like he just like forces these tricks into working. It's really like
It's the string. It's the string.
Like, he'll think of a trick and he'll just do it, like, regardless of anything. any physical limitations, any, like, I guess, any limitations that exist in physics. Like, how does that happen? Like, what?
It's wild.
I can't. I don't think I can do that.
I love this comment from Master Najo, but can you do an iron whip?
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Like, next week, what I want to see from BlaMin is doing some, like, crazy something like this, like one of these. Oh, like, look at me, like, wow, I can do the amazing trick, like, whoa, like, so I'm so great. But before you do that trick, do an iron whip. That's what I want to see. I want to see a trick that blows my mind, except prior to it, not after it, but prior. I want to see an iron whip. Because I don't know, I think that these might be special effects.
I don't know about this one.
I just don't believe this is a real trick, so maybe it is, but I need to see an iron whip before the trick, and then I'll believe it. But really, this is actually super wild. Like, I have no... See, but hey, did you see the frame skip before the star reveals itself? Watch this one more time, and then I'm gonna change the video.
Yeah, it's a little short.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah,
see, look right here.
Did he grow a finger or something?
Where's that frame right there? Where is it?
Did he grow a finger or something?
I know he started the trick with 4 fingers and he ended the trick with 5. I think it's the false finger conspiracy. Okay, I'm over it. I still don't believe it, but I'm over it for now. We're moving on to Eastern Japan, and we're gonna start off with 4th place. Do you think I should really start off with 5th place, or does it not matter that much, Colin? Because I just want to get straight to Kenta. I haven't seen it, and I want to see it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I also haven't seen any of these.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's start with Kenta, only because we started a little bit late.
Yeah, that's all good.
Sorry, Genji.
Genji. He was your teammate at one point for a few years.
He's a 2A guy?
Yeah, he was on Yo-Yo Factory. That kid won a
Alright, we're gonna make this a lot smaller.
You just don't even know his name. Bergy.
I wasn't that active. Like, I wasn't that active in my brain for a long while. But now I have an active brain again. I work out my brain.
Kenta has cool glasses.
Same thing.
Yo, I love Kenta. I like Shota as well.
Yeah, I wish Shota competed more.
Me too.
For it all, really.
He has some wild tricks.
But Kenta's also really coming into his own with, like, his own style and stuff, so they're both killing it.
He looks ready.
Yeah, and this was the biggest regional by far. All of the Japan regionals, pretty much the other 4, so North, South, West, and Central, had about like 10 to 15 people in 1A at most, like barely any people. But this regional had 45, so
yeah, he has this like really he has this like super clean look to his tricks that I love.
The drop trick.
Yeah, I mean, Ayumu has a similar style as well.
Yeah.
And so does Zach. It's this like really deliberate sort of. It's like showing your tricks in a really deliberate way. It's really nice.
Yeah, the drop was cool. Kind of unexpected, which I like.
Yeah, I love that all of these tricks are like mostly unique to him. Like, these aren't just like your run of the mill. I don't know what mill I'm referring to, but
the mill.
Yeah, just the mill. You know, go Friday night. Let's go to the mill.
Yeah, so there were 8 people in finals here. So getting 4th is beating half of the people.
Wow. How many people were in prelims, do you know?
45.
I like that cut to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, who needs the rest of them? Did anyone
It's
like really
funny
notable
because-
get cut? Do you know?
The cutoff for finals was Toya, who won a wild card to Tokyo.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
Bummer for Toya.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
You know, one thing I don't like about Kenta is his shoes.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
wild.
The trainers.
D for me.
He's wearing a Rick.
Rick.
He's wearing Adidas.
The pant or the shoes. You can't even see the shoes in this, but
Dude, that trick is cool.
All
Like
these tricks are
elevator.
good. I feel like there's a stage right before you get to like your top form where like you still have to focus on the trick so much. Whoa, that trick was sick. You still have to like focus on your trick so much, so you can't really focus on performing that well yet.
yeah.
And I feel like that's where he is, where like his tricks are like top notch, but like he seems so focused on just the trick.
And they're still pretty difficult for him to hit cleanly.
Yeah.
This freestyle isn't very clean, so him getting fourth with like a pretty messy routine is promising.
I would love to make like a list
Than...
of the players who like are like coming up, and so like sort of track how they do.
Like a race.
Yeah, like a race. So now we got I think it's Toru.
Yeah, Toru was third, yeah. So
Oh, whoa. I remember this guy.
Toru Miyazaki.
Toru had the cleanest freestyle by far, pretty much, which is never happens. I feel like, and yeah.
And
Personally, he was my favorite freestyle from this. So this freestyle probably could have won a few of the other regions, I would guess.
I'm curious. I haven't seen any of the finals yet.
Yeah, and this is his first. He competed like one year, so I don't know. Him being, I think he's kind of back for good. So
Back for good.
back for good.
He signed a 27-year contract. Yeah.
I really liked him back in the day, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, but now you stopped liking him? I'll take that as a yes.
What
I stopped liking him like last year.
What I like the most about he's kind of gained this new.
Toru.
He's kind of gained like this new skill or like type of trick to his trick set where he's doing a ton of arm tricks now, but they're all pretty unique and different.
They look really Arata inspired.
This one is really cool. I think it takes a while, but it's like just a nice trick.
Yeah, that's a really nice trick. I don't know how good it is like for freestyle.
I don't know if it's like but it's a cool trick.
Yeah, this is a 3-minute, right?
Yeah, and he does 3 minutes. He does no lacerations, no horizontal or anything.
He has a lot of really awesome tricks. Like I'm really loving some of the editing that's coming out of
2018.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's taking a way different approach than last year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
it's paying off too.
I mean the yo-yo just looks. It's so much more dynamic. There's so many more tricks. Like if you counted the amount of different tricks that people did last year compared to this year.
That's very true.
I feel like that statistic might be like really stupid, but
Faster too.
what'd you say?
Yeah.
Or you got a lot faster.
He's also using super long strings, so
Yeah,
this trick is fire. That trick is insane. The chopsticks drop thing.
Yeah, it's crazy that he can do this stuff like this with such a long string.
And he's going so clean. He never clean, so
Yeah, This is just an example of someone who I might have said cut your string and do an iron whip to, and maybe would have done better otherwise, except he should probably do an iron whip. That's all I'm saying. But
That's all I'm saying.
that's all I'm saying, but like maybe you didn't have to cut the string, but you still got to do an iron whip. And that's why he got third.
Cool. This trick's kind of cool.
I want to set it up so every time that someone does an iron whip in a freestyle that I can like, you know when you send on an iPhone like the message with confetti?
Yeah.
I want to have like some like blaring horns go off on the stream and like a lot of like confetti and different effects when someone does an iron whip. That's my goal for 2018 with the stream.
Cool, man.
That was good.
Yeah, awesome ending too.
Yeah, I like that he like looks down and he's like, I can see my feet.
Well, you're not listening to the song, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it also just like ends really well, the song and stuff, so.
Someone made the comment that they'd argued that prelims got worse in terms of trick variety.
Yeah, but that's fine, I think.
I think finals are getting better.
Yeah, I think so.
So you don't care very much about prelims.
This is Masahiro Terada.
Yeah, this freestyle was also great. I think Masahiro, and I guess we can talk about this more after Ryoichi's freestyle as well. But I'm kind of convinced that Masahiro should have taken the dub here.
But instead he
Probably my
took
favorite Yu-Gi-Oh in Japan.
Instead he took the fat L, the most painful L.
Yeah, he lost by 0.04 points.
You know what's the second best Budweiser after regular Budweiser? It's Bud Light. That's Bud L.
Alright. Yeah, so Ryoichi had an 88.0 as his score. Masahiro had an 87.96.
Whoa.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I think that's the difference of one negative, pretty much, or one
Yeah.
positive.
I think if like Masahiro would have worn like a hat or something, like a sideways hat, he just would have won.
I think sideways hat is a good look for Masahiro as well.
Yeah. So, I think his tricks are so unique.
Yeah,
And I
just-
cannot put my finger on what it is that makes these tricks so good.
So part of it, I think, is the way he executes his elements. They're very he'll do an element and then kind of stop, or like all of his elements are.
Yeah,
very
like look at this
cool
trick with
looking.
with his whole arm in it. Like I don't know why
Yeah.
that trick is so cool, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
I love when I can't
I-
identify why a trick is good.
Tricks are just like on another level. Like I think he has better arm tricks than pretty much anyone.
Oh yeah, it's been like this since like 2012 or something. He's just always been
Was
ahead
it?
of the game.
Yeah,
no
same
one
with
else
his
is
front
like
style. His front style is probably the best front style rail style combo, like it's front style brain twister sort of thing that exists.
And then the chopsticks too. I just
Like all the different sides of his hands and everything too. Like,
he does
going
he does
outside
the
wrist.
he does the Mater bind too.
Everyone should start doing the meter bind.
Yeah, it's just such a cool. He has such a cool way of thinking about things. It feels like he.
Most of it is very cool.
It feels like he never learned anyone else's tricks, and he just like made up all of his own.
Interesting. That it could be something kind of like that. He definitely has one of those styles that would make me think that.
Yeah, like there's just nothing here that like is. Like every trick is super unique. I just like.
Or it's like he started and someone just tells him like, yeah, all of your tricks. Your tricep.
do lots of tricep tricks. Yeah. I don't know. This is really so outstanding.
And also, it's pretty clean compared to how they normally. So.
Yeah, no, he's really stepped it up. Just a lot of these arm tricks are so next level. Like I feel like no one I feel like no one really appreciates, like, because he's had a lot of these tricks too, and I feel like no one, including myself, and by no one I mean just me, has appreciated these tricks enough.
He's a pretty underrated yo-yoer, I think.
Definitely. Every single one of these tricks is, like, so, like, every archetype of trick that he had, and, like, pretty much everything that he did was just, like, one of the most optimal versions, I think, that you can possibly have made.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I am blown away by that freestyle. And I didn't even hear it with sound. I'm going to watch it after with sound. How did you
That's kind of crazy.
Was the song good? Just give me a little spoiler. Can you, like, hum the song?
You know that song that goes like, light it up, dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's that. Yeah, light it up. That one, right?
It's like a remix of that song. Yeah, pretty close.
I like it. I like remixes. I like that song. All right, let's check out Ryuichi. Unless I didn't switch the video yet. There he is. Like a little Japanese soldier.
This man looks older and older every year.
I know, it's as if he's getting older and older every year. Really, every year it's a little older, a little bit older. And the next thing you know, he's just going to be old.
Yeah, he'll have a beer belly on stage next year.
Yeah. He's going to be he's going to be beating Steve Brown in the over 40 division. And Louis Seda. Maybe not Louis. Yeah, stretch it out. It's important to stretch.
Do you stretch?
Yeah, I stretch. I always stretch. I meditate and I stretch. And I drink a small glass of water.
Oh.
Was that a 3.5?
3.0.
Oh. Lame. I'm just kidding.
Different tricks for Ryuichi.
So if you do... I wonder if he does a 2.5 and a 2.0 as well.
He does 2.5 here, not 2.0. I'm sure he does negative 2.0 though, I think. He did in his pre...
Okay,
this
negative
front
2.0.
I think this front style is really good.
Yeah, it is really good.
It's similar to Yusuke has. Yusuke has a trick like this as well. And this is kind of just like... That chopstick ending is kind of like Kieran's trick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Kieran might have picked it up from him.
I like how he connected both of those front styles into one throw as well.
Yeah. This is some fake. This is some fake sideways stuff. This is not fully sideways.
Yeah.
But that's fine, I guess.
He does like 3 or 4 sideways throws, so I don't know.
They're all just kinda sideways. They're just sideways enough.
This one, it's enough. For example, but I know it's no 90 degrees.
Yeah, no, it's like good enough that like you still count it, but it's like it's like a little kind of like kind of sideways.
But yeah, he also consolidated his wrist speed combo and his.
I love that like a karate style bind.
Oh yeah, Mark. Yeah, so I think similarly to Nate's KMWR, Ryuichi is kind of focusing more on the tricks here instead of like spending as much dead time on performance.
Yeah, with the way that the system currently is, I think that's kind of the way to go. Just like don't do anything that gets you points deducted, but like if you can score the highest and you know it, just like do as well as you can, and then like just really kill it with the tricks themselves. He's just so nice and clean.
This new arm half combo is also really good.
That's sick.
Ooh. Oh, with the -5.
Yep.
No way. He won?
Yep. He
the
won
-5?
5. And then he does this trick too. Horizontal gunshot.
It's crazy.
That's unbelievable with the minus
then-
5.
And then this is a weird note to end on.
That is a little
But,
weird. But hey,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know
I
about
think
that.
I think overall, the way he hit that routine is probably one of the worst freestyles he's ever done, consistency-wise, cleanliness-wise.
yeah, I
But
agree.
these are definitely the hardest tricks he's done to date. So
Yeah.
I guess it'll kind of be like an adjustment for him.
I know. I'm trying to think of a good metaphor for what it's like. But it's not coming to me right now. What other videos do we got? I think we almost...
It's like when you want to type fast, but you just type fast without accounting for spelling at first, just to get used to it.
Oh, we got this is the
Watch
the Russian yo-yoing competition 2015. We got a video.
Yeah, that was sent in from Alvin Time.
For Alvin Simon, this man is like this man is like the needle drop on YouTube with these yo-yo videos. Let's check it out. And let's play How Big Is This Video Gonna Show Up? Oh, there we go. Not bad. Alright, so this is
Yuri Karpinsky.
Yuri Karpinsky.
This is the first place freestyle from Russian Nationals
2015. Is he still around?
Yeah, he is. I think this is his best. Like he competed last year, third I think, but I think this is his best routine.
I would say that Americans are really, really bad at remembering foreign players' names. And by that I mean I'm really bad at remembering all names. I like to make it sound like it's about all of us. That's like when Donald Trump goes like nobody knows about the tax codes. When he's the one who didn't know about the tax code. It's crazy how many people are so good that I just don't know about.
Yeah, this guy does a ton of unique tricks. He kind of reminds me of like a Kai style to me almost.
Yeah, I see a little Kai in there.
Like Kai style.
Whoa.
Yeah, this double suicide thing is pretty good.
Yeah, there's some tricks that are a little ahead of its time. It's so weird looking back like 3 years in yo-yoing at any given time, where like you see the beginning of what's good at like good today, but like you also see a little bit of what was good 3 years before that.
Yeah.
I feel like the things that are good like 3 years ago that we're gonna look back at us doing now that are bad in 3 years are gonna be brain twister combos. Do you have any predictions?
Wait, what'd you say?
That in 3 years, what are the tricks that we're gonna look back at today and be like, oh, like we were still doing that then?
I don't know. I think brain twister combos have been bad for a while.
Yeah. I don't think.
That's why I'm saying that in 3 years we're gonna be like, we were still doing brain twister combos.
I don't think people are still doing
brain
it
twister
now.
combo?
I don't think people are
like
doing
the front
now.
style combo where you're like,
That's not a brain twister.
yes it is, that's a brain twister combo.
It's not. It's a split bottom combo.
Sure, like I still think that we're gonna be like, what was that? Like why are we doing that? That takes no skill.
Maybe, but I think that one will have a better like kind of lifespan than the brain twister combo did.
Yeah, I look at it all as brain twister combo.
Yeah, you're just biased against fast yo-yoing.
I kind of agree. I think rail is kind of not very good.
Yeah, I'm a tech player. I'm a tech player now, so no comment.
Oh, not that good.
We got some of this
Yeah, so these are Mexican national
Yeah, this is
teams.
Paul won.
Yeah, we actually had both Kieran and Andrew Mader from Scales' team went and judged this contest. So if
Scaling in Mexico.
if you have any issues with the results, feel free to only nag Kieran.
Yeah, exclusively nag Kieran and Andrew Mader because we are not involved.
I like the Paul beard look.
Yeah.
Ooh, this first trick is some new Paul stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Watching Paul is so refreshing. I haven't seen him I haven't really seen him yo-yo in a long time.
Yeah, it's always good. He's gotten a lot better, honestly.
Paul's always like one of those like kind of like surprising players at a contest that you like don't really have very high expectations for, but
I don't know.
ends up being really cool.
I don't know why you don't have high expectations for him, but
I think
I never do personally.
I think part of it has to do with us being American players. We're probably competing like at least 4 times a year, probably, or like more than that, like more than a handful. But Paul
Whoa.
probably only competes at like Mexico Nationals.
Hey,
and so
this is some good stuff. There's like really, really good tricks in here, like
Yeah.
applicable tricks for freestyles.
So I guess like for us, our off season is like kind of just fall, but like for Paul, it's like he has an off season between like the contests he competes at pretty much. So it's easy for him to kind of come through with new content.
Yeah,
every
mass
time.
on a lot of new tricks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh.
Ooh, the kick is a good touch. This is cool front style.
I'm
This
telling
is
you.
really cool. Wow.
Paul's the type of guy who would do an iron whip.
Yeah, I think he would.
Paul doing an iron whip. Oh, elevator variation.
Alright. I'm trying to think of a final video to watch on the stream tonight. Does anyone have any good suggestion in the chat?
I'm gonna do a Yumu foray.
I'll do a Yumu foray as we're waiting for the final video.
Okay.
Yo, this Paul freestyle is really good.
This is really good.
Yeah. I wonder what the music is like.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Paul.
The
always,
music,
like,
the music
gets
might
better.
make the. Yeah, the music is probably going to make it a lot better of a wash.
He
Even way better
usually
than
has
this.
like crazy music.
Yeah.
To watch without music means that it's like going to be insane.
Mhm.
I always find Paul doing a lot of these tricks where like you would think about doing it in your room and then you'd never actually come through and do it.
But it all looks good still.
Yeah, it
So
does
it's
all look
worth it
good.
for him.
One sec. Mid-stream. I'll be done soon. Yeah, okay. Sorry, that was Ma. She said I was loud. And I was like, you don't know the first thing about loud. Nope, wrong one. So this is a Yumu. I actually haven't watched this all the way through yet, but Colin was telling me that this is like the best thing ever.
This is a good freestyle, man.
Colin was like, "Oh, you gotta watch this guy. He has like, he's like flat hair. His hair stays really flat."
See, I feel like you often say more things than I don't.
What? What?
You often fabricate most of the things.
I
that
don't know.
say.
I think that you just are a little. You're just always like
I
trying to shy away from the truth, where on the other hand, only tell the truth.
Yeah, so Yumu competed in 4A, but not 1. That's interesting.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You said at PNWR that he wasn't planning on competing in.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think this freestyle makes him out to be a better 4A competitor than 1A, just with his style and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think it's
from the minute I saw it, I agree. Like his style really fits 4A. Yeah, I
and
think
part of it is like the 1A tricks too.
yeah, it's I feel like 1A players who've been playing 1A for the whole time go to 4A. It's kind of like when 2A players go to 1A.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yumu's been doing it for like a long time too. Like probably like about as long as him doing 1A. Like a little less, but like it's just never as serious
Yeah.
until recently.
It's
Probably.
definitely a little less. I don't think anyone ever started with 4A.
Well, right, but I'm saying like he's probably been doing 4A
I know what you're
since
saying.
2012 or something.
I'm just
Arm slap.
Yeah, what is the do you know the story behind the arm slap?
Yeah.
What is it?
Alvin Simon originated it as Texas State's freestyle.
Alvin Simon, the Anthony Fantano of yo-yo?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if Alvin's the Anthony Fantano.
He's the yo-yo critic.
Oh.
He knows all the deep cuts. Whoa.
Okay. That Yumu freestyle is really cool.
Yeah, this is really great.
And he went so clean too, and just like a dent for it.
He's definitely my favorite 4A player now.
Cadox 4A tricks.
Is there
His
anyone
style
that
is
I'm
like-
forgetting about that is my favorite 4A player, Colin? You always you always correct me on my own opinion, but be right.
Alright, no comment then.
No, like, is there
Maybe-
someone
maybe
that I'm forgetting?
Hakamada.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the Takumis.
There's two?
There's two. The one one is Japan, third in Japan. So I think both of them you might maybe. They're all
Okay.
good.
Kamada's probably my favorite.
Yeah, Yumu's style is pretty similar to Takumi Yasumoto, I think, more than Hakamada's here.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of this stuff is really cool and subtle, like that catch like behind his arm, so he was able to do that arm roll.
I think this is like the closest you can get to like a competition viable tech player as a 4A, like a 4A tech player. Oh, wait.
It reminds me of like a cleaner Zonka, maybe.
Yeah. Well, he's just does so many of. It's a lot of people mixed together. I think ideally.
Yeah.
Because he does tech, he does all these interesting orbits, he does all the whips and stuff.
Do the
Like,
orbits
his-
still score well? Like
Yeah.
it's like you can do one
'Cause
orbit in any way.
That slack sequence was insane, but one orbit either way. I mean, people are like innovating combos and stuff a lot to where I think it's viable still.
Yeah, because as a well, that was sick. I can't believe he like not drop it once.
I don't know if he had a perfect freestyle or not. I was thinking too. I'm not sure. It seems like he
It was
didn't.
really, really good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Let's finish it off with the 3A winner of Eastern Japan, and we'll call it a night.
Hey. Yeah, 3A winner was Mizuki. He did your freestyle. Mizuki won East Japan, a 3-minute contest with a 2-minute routine.
Really?
Yeah, and won by like 20 points too.
No way.
So I think it's almost like too easy for him. He also just hit this routine way cleaner than his PNWR freestyle, so.
All right, last one for the night. We got Mizuki. We got like 10 minutes before this freestyle starts.
Yeah, it's like 1 minute.
It's like 10 minutes. Oh my god. It is so long.
So Bergy, how was your day today?
My day? It was fine. I helped my dad at his office because he needed some help on the weekend. And I'm a kind, loving son.
That's awesome. I really value my friends who are charitable.
Yeah. I was charitable towards my dad today. Were you charitable towards anyone today?
Honestly, I could say no. I don't think so.
Kenny's always charitable. So
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
going to
know,
assume yes.
I
So
haven't
thank you,
really
Kenny.
seen-
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you got it. All right, here we go.
Suki always tucks his shirt in.
It's a good look. It's because he's a yo-yoing comedian. I like I like the song that I can't hear right now, but I know it. I know it well.
Yeah, I don't know. Mizuki's gotten a lot better. I know that I'm pretty sure Hajime isn't competing, so he has like a shot of winning. Should be cool. He hasn't won Japan Nationals yet, so.
Yeah, I like that waiting. That's smart. Tell the crowd that you're not worried. How would you compare yourself to Mizuki?
Like skill wise?
Yeah. Like how far away are you? Cuz like
if Mizuki's like in 100, like maybe like 70, 75.
how long do you think till you can get to this level?
I don't know.
Like
I don't do 3A consistent. Kind of hard for me to gauge.
do you just go into it and like you get like really into it and then you like lose interest?
Yeah, like I'll do it like once every few weeks, like usually right after a contest. And then...
Yeah. It seems
But
like
every time I'm usually able to make like up a trick, so it's like a fine tactic, I guess.
it seems like he just gets into quick mounts like way cleaner than
Yeah,
you,
that's
for instance.
always been his like strong suit is the quick mount stuff. All of those quick mounts he much his. So
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah.
And then like how if Hajime's 100, where is he?
Trick wise, like I don't even know. And especially now, Hajime is like loved so much.
Yeah. He just did 2 minutes and he still won. That's wild.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that was an awesome freestyle. I don't even know. It's hard to compare any Hajime at this point.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about the all of the technical difficulties at the beginning. We'll work on that this week and fix that so next time Colin does a stream, it'll go off flawlessly like mine always do. But anyway, send in your videos and I think I'll be on next Wednesday, I'd say for sure. Tuesday or Wednesday, but try to send in your videos to scalescollective@gmail.com and we'll try to get them on the stream. Thanks, everybody, and we love you, or like many of you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.